Hello, Virgo. Hope you guys are doing good. We are taking a look at how your person is feeling and thinking about you. This is a timeless reading, so if you felt drawn to it, is when you are meant to see it. Not all the messages here will resonate with you, so take what does resonate and leave the rest. Let's see what's going on with Virgo's person. How do they feel about Virgo spirit? What's going on in this connection? What's going on in this connection? How does Virgo's person feel about Virgo spirit? Cards are slippery. Okay, first card out we have, I know I was a distraction from your pain. Some of you feeling like maybe you've taken on a relationship with somebody who wasn't completely over their ex. What else? We need to let each other go. So this person feeling like that they need to pull away from you at this time. We will get into the tarot to really kind of clarify what that's about. What else? It was my fault, but I blamed you. You're like, yeah, I know. This person has like commitment issues, or it's like they don't feel like you really have strong feelings for them, or that you're really their person. But let's see what the tarot has to say. What's going on in this connection with Virgo and their person? How does Virgo's person feel about Virgo spirit? How does Virgo's person feel about Virgo? The World card. So they feel like there's been some kind of completion in the relationship, some kind of that they've learned some kind of lesson from you, that they really can't like go back and fix, but they do feel like they've learned some kind of important lesson with the World card being here. They know that you two are in each other's lives for a reason. They feel that connection there. But they do feel like it has come to an end, that like it's not going to like come back together. What else? Now these are just the perceptions this person has. It doesn't necessarily mean it's reality. The Tower card. So they feel like there's been a sudden change in the connection that they really can't like turn back from, you know what I mean? Like they've done something that's going to like tarnish their reputation in the connection. So there's been this sudden change in how they feel about you as well. They're just picking up that they're just feeling like however things have played out in your connection, maybe you guys had an argument before you went into separation, something like that. They feel like they can't really go back and fix what they've done or how they've handled themselves. But it's like it's tarnished the relationship. 5 of Swords. The Star. So they're really wishing that they could not be so argumentative around you. For whatever reason, it's like you guys like trigger each other in some way. But they really wish that there wasn't a lot of argument between the two of you. They wish that they could be chill and everything would be normal, but they feel like there's a lot of argument or conflict in the connection, that they wish that it was different. They feel like it's not going to be a fruitful relationship at this time. Take it how it resonates for you. What else, Spirit? They're just wishing that there wasn't so many arguments between the two of you. Knight of Swords. They feel like it may have moved too quickly, that your connection, once you guys met each other, that it may have taken off too quickly, and that kind of created this not a really great foundation at the start. But they do feel like you are a stable person financially, that you have long-term success and abundance coming your way. So they're not worried about you in terms of your career. I just feel like a lot of you Virgos are settled at this time, financially able to support yourselves and take care of yourselves. They see you as a long-term type of partner that could be long-term, because you are, looks like, and if you don't feel like you're financially stable right now, you have this ability to manifest money, that you go after what it is that you want. They see you as being very, very abundant in that way, that you're very career-minded and can provide and support a family. That's very much a turn on for them. They really see that as one of your biggest selling points in the connection. They see you as more of a stable, financially stable person. What else, Spirit? How does Virgo's person feel about Virgo? We have 3 of Wands. So they feel like you're going to be back in their life, okay? They don't feel like they've completely lost this connection. They do feel like they need to wait for you to reach out to them. It's just like they foresee that, they feel that this connection is not completely over with. As much as they're trying to let you go for whatever reason, they still think about you, and they still have some kind of level of hope that things will come together in the future with both of you. They are really hoping that you could forgive them, and the way that they've handled some of your interactions with each other. They just feel like there's a lot of rushing in and rushing out and sudden changes. It's just not a secure, stable connection at the moment. But that doesn't mean that it can't be. I do feel like they have hope that it will. They just feel like maybe it started off on the wrong foot, and that if you guys were to start over again, there would need to be some kind of refreshing start, renewed, putting the past in the past kind of a thing. So they are a bit ashamed of how they treated you and how they acted. But they do feel like maybe you're still trying to get over a past relationship. So they feel like maybe they're kind of like a rebound person for you. And so they're not feeling very confident in that you are fully committed to the connection. It's like an unstable kind of energy where they feel like the rug could be pulled out at any time. But yet they see that there is long-term potential. They just know that right now, for whatever reason, that things may not get off the ground at this time. Yeah, it's like a kind of a scattered energy here of kind of going back and forth, like their opinion of you could change at any moment. I just get that this person is kind of all over the place with how they feel about you. There is a lot of hope. This person is displaying a lot of hope in the connection, though. I hope for forgiveness. I hope for being able to move forward and be forgiven. But I do feel like that they are waiting on some kind of communication between the two of you. They want to communicate with you. They want there to be some kind of resolution in the connection where you guys can talk through it. Right now, you two are at a distance from each other, but they feel like you're probably going to reach out to them. They just know that it's only a matter of time before you will want to reach out and talk to them. So they are hopeful there. They are a lot of the time hoping and wishing that you guys could work through some of your issues that you have in arguments. They just really wish that there wasn't so many arguments between the two of you, or some kind of conflict that you guys aren't on the same page. You may not be fully arguing with each other, but that they feel like there's some kind of like butting of heads in the connection that they can't avoid, and that, you know, how quickly things have turned in the connection based on one argument. It kind of threw them for a loop, like things were unstable so quickly. All of a sudden, it just feels like they were kind of in shock that things have changed so dramatically between the two of you. They're kind of ashamed, like I said, with how they reacted to all of it. I just think that they were in their ego at the moment, and you really triggered them. And so they may have said some things that they didn't really mean, that they wish they could take back, for sure. But next time around, I do feel like they want to move a bit slower. They do feel like it moved too quickly in the past, and so they want to come in as more of a stable connection. They don't want there to be instability in the connection. They want there to be a solid plan for communication, a solid plan, like kind of knowing ahead of time that things will work out before they really put all in to the connection again. So it's like they're not going to be completely open-hearted to what's next. They're going to kind of like be a bit more withdrawn, not as all in as they were before the second time around, because they do want to see progression forward, that you guys have learned some kind of lesson with each other, and that these things won't keep repeating. They're just kind of like skeptical that things will not change. They don't want there to be a repeat of the past, and they're afraid that it will repeat again. And so I just feel them coming in really tentatively, not fully wanting to jump in right away. They really want a stable, long-term connection. And if you can't provide that for them, or if there's something in the connection that isn't going to work out, they feel highly compelled at the moment to move on. Because they do have hope for this connection, but they also feel like, based on what's happened here, that you got whatever has happened in the connection where you guys have argued with each other or something like that has happened, a sudden change has happened. They just they want to make sure that, like I said, that they aren't going to invest time in something that's not going to be fruitful. Very interesting, these messages I'm getting on this reading. It's just they don't know where you guys stand with each other. They're trying to really evaluate what's happened in the connection and really kind of make sense of how things have unfolded here, and what they could have done differently to prevent it from happening. And they're having a hard time really kind of justifying what has happened, like that maybe you both were a bit too overreacting in this situation. So it's a little bit of wondering why things kind of like exploded and changed so quickly, so fast is what it's showing me here. That things took a turn very, very quickly. So there's a little bit of fear on your person's part for wanting to come in, and I'm sure you have some fear in relation to them as well. I feel like you're both kind of trying to understand each other and what has happened and make sense of all of it. But I do feel like there's an opportunity for them to want to talk to you, that will be coming up here pretty soon, that they'll want to clear the air with you, reach out and figure out what has happened, if there can be resolution in the situation. All right? Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button if it resonated for you, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.